Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 3 of the much anticipated quarterfinal match between Dunamai and Vindian. We're playing on the map Pyrenees here. I am joined, as usual, with my best buddy, Platypus Slayer. How are you doing, Plat?
Doing good. We're 2 games in. Dunamai looking very strong. So this is the elimination match, and I'm really kind of hoping Vindian slugs back, right? Because every caster wants to see a game 5.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be tough for Vindian as we see him spawning here on the north in the color yellow as the Indian civilization, and on the south in the color blue, we've got Dunamai playing Spain for the second time and final time this tournament, or this not this tournament, this series in the south of the map. So let's see here. Spain, obviously, a very powerful civ, fast fort. It's going to take a trade post early. And on the opposite side, we have the India player who is going to get a lot of map control early, or try to, and get their eco to kick off. India has a very powerful late game eco if you let them kick off. So kind of opposing strategies here, and we'll see how this plays out. Pyrenees is a livestock map, which is also good for the Indian player. However, two sheep gathered by the Spanish Dunamai, and I don't see any sheep in base quite just yet for
Is
the
this?
Spain player.
I don't see a house built for India. I don't. Is
Uh,
this like a 10-10?
let's see here. If I hit this button real quick, Vindian does appear to be 10-10ing as India. What has he done with all his extra res? He starts with more than food, right? Am I wrong there? I don't,
I
not
don't.
entirely.
I think they do, but then it went to villager production because remember Indians build with wood.
That is
They hollow out their
true.
villagers apparently.
So this is a 10-10, but he's 1,000, 2,000 food late to the age up. So really not taking advantage of the uh, the speed that he gets from 10-10ing. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over to Dunamai. Dunamai did the same kind of thing. Let's take a
Oh
look
my
at their
God.
decks right here. Did he really send? He did. He sent sheep and a homestead wagon, age 1.
Are
Didn't
we? Are
12-10.
something to think about. Okay, so Dunamai loves revolts. And you're up by 2, right? And you kind of want to make a statement, right?
Sure.
Are we going to see a Spanish fast result revolt out of this deck?
That's not something I'm familiar with. Let's see what he. So obviously, Vindian is aging with the Agra Fort. Dunamai has yet to click to age at 3 minutes into the game, which is odd as Spain, but kind of makes sense seeing as he did take the early trade post and didn't send 3 villagers, instead sent a livestock pen as his first card. I know this is a livestock map in the sense that there's sheep everywhere, but is it worth sending a livestock pen for this?
The only thing I can think of is that this might be a revolt deck. Because again, Dunamai is very proud of his FIs and revolts. So if you're up by 2, why not? Right? You've already seen the matchup. You kind of know what he's going to bring with India because that was game 1 was India versus Spain.
Oh, it's a
Um,
rematch. Okay.
right.
I was not aware of
So
that. That is news to me. We're both seeing our. Okay, so both civs will be locked out then, is what you're telling me.
correct. Assuming this goes to a game 4, and we hope so, um, neither player will be able to play these 2 civs.
That is fascinating. Just now starting to age up. Aging with the logistician. Super late age up with the logistician. Only going to chop enough wood for a house, would be my guess. And pulling everybody off wood at this point, potentially.
Okay, we go back to Vindian. I'm curious
Let's take a look at his deck, too.
what is he? Tourney H2 coin.
That doesn't really give us a lot of idea of what he's
He's
gonna
got
do. He's
Silversmith
gonna
though. What does
silversmith
India?
and tiger claws, and he did pick this map probably because he knew there were gold mines out on the sides of the map, or at least one gold mine out on the side. There, just the one, and lots of safe coin behind. So I'm really curious to see what these strategies are shaping up to do here. Both of these players seem to be going for, let's see, very unique strategies. Vindian looks like he might, with this aggro in the corner over here, is very forward aggro in the corner, and the native trade post with the Royal Musketeers. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Royal Musketeers, and then he ships 10 Tiger Claws for 500 coin. Did just get the coin shipment in base, as these Royal Musketeers are going to go try and hunt some villagers. Let's see if there's anything around. There isn't really. Lots of sheep still fattening. Can't tell how much food they have right now, but that is fine. These Royal Musketeers trying to find some villagers in the back, but the Spanish player has done a very good job of herding, making sure that all his villagers are not really at risk of dying at all.
Too, so this little poke it's not going to do much. It does idle him for a second, but
not enough to make a difference,
so
I wouldn't think.
Vindian doing? And he's going to build another.
So he has 600 coin built up and sending 700 wood behind it.
What about his villagers? Is he pop locked
again?
He's on
18 villagers, 20 out of 30, not pop locked yet. Dunamai getting close, sending wood and training crossbows out of a double racks. Probably sees that Vindian has taken the native post. Obviously knows that those we got Habsburg over here, and we've got Bourbon over here where those Royal Musketeers came from. So he knows the Royal Musketeers came over here. If we hop over to his perspective, yeah, he'll find out real quick. He hasn't really explored this much of the map, but he'll find out where those Royal Guard or Royal Musketeers are coming from this House of Bourbon here.
He should have an idea. I think what is interesting about Vindian's build is, what do you do with this? Now you've got all these Royal Guard Musketeers. You're poking around, but I mean, Spain is just gonna keep doing Spain stuff. He has the better eco because Vindian tried to 10-10. So, how do you make an impact? I think is Vindian. That's the question.
And I would have guessed with this coin built up that he was going to ship the Tiger Claws, but instead he opts to send Silversmith instead of the Tiger Claws, and trying to do a lot of work with these Royal Guard these Royal Musketeers. But like you said, Dunamai has done a good job. You've only got one villager out of, out in the open, and these crossbows are going to be the perfect counter to these Musketeers.
Mm-hmm.
Vindian, 22 vills, Dunamai at 23, so the vill count is fairly even. But right now, I mean, yeah, you've got all these units, but I don't know that Vindian really can do anything with this right now. Finally shipping sours.
What is this build? This is going to either look like a genius play or a huge misclick, I think, by Vindian, because you send Silversmith, you take most of your vills off coin.
Yeah, that is an odd decision here. Dunamai gonna just siege this down slowly and surely.
Can you go back to her name really fast to that explorer?
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Let's see what so he's finally found this House of Bourbon and is going to siege this down, and there's really nothing that Vindian can do to stop that. I mean, he's going to push in here, but again, safe villagers. Spain, doesn't have that trading post, but already gets shipments faster.
Those crossbow are kind of out of place.
They are.
Oh.
These pikes are going to siege this down, and Vindian must expect that there's more pikes somewhere, because he completely backed out of that when he didn't really need to.
He just bought himself some more time. I mean, I got to give Vindian this. Like, this build is so off the wall. If I was in doing my shoes, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be like, just what? Like we're doing now, right? And that there's power to that. This is a terrible
position to be in as a caster, because like I've never seen this before. I don't know what's going on. Neither do you.
We've got dogs running around because of the Indian 10-10 and 2 trade posts.
I mean, this is obviously a crafted build specifically for this tournament, but like What has he done with this? The Explorer is going to end up going down after only dealing 400 damage to the
You
trading
know what? Those
post.
he's going to try to use the new Merc, the mounted infantry. They're basically mounted lancers, but they are a bit finicky because of their unit type when they're mounted as goon, if I remember correctly. So they're good
Let's
against
see, these
musketeers.
mounted infantry.
No, they're
Uh,
heavy cab.
they are heavy cav and ranged cav at the same time. They have counters against in hand
Okay, but why
attack.
does he move them down? Oh, because they're like skirms.
Where are they? Where did they go?
They're right there into the line. They're shooting the explorer.
Oh, dismounted infantry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
these
can
are
swap both.
something that the Spanish, the Italians have something similar to this. Um, I forget what the unit is called. I should know this,
Oh,
seeing as how much I've
we
played
should be seeing a
Spanish.
fight
But
here pretty soon.
we should be seeing a fight here. These crossbowmen, everybody's sticking age 2. Vindian with a little bit of a score lead,
Oh,
but this is just a huge mass. These pikes are going to keep all the cav, running. Very well played from Dunamai here. Good micro.
but you know what?
You know
Vindian
these
can kinda go. Oh, the sours can get on the back though.
these pikes are going to do. Let's see the pull right here. Yep. Good micro from Vindian, not to lose a sour yet, but we're gonna
He's actually
see
doing a good
these.
job. Vindian's just buying time, and I got to give him credit, man. Like he has bought an incredible amount of time. He's only lost one TP. Blue is literally out in no man's land doing Lord knows what. I guess pressing the base, but I mean it's all crossbows.
He's got an age 3 behind this, so I imagine he's going to pull back here and not want to lose his mass as we see more. Uh, yeah, these interesting play to sick the sours on the dogs here and the mounted infantry. The dogs are actually seem to be winning this fight potentially.
We're about to see a
Oh,
huge fight though in Vindian's base.
yep, the dogs are gonna win this. Aging to 3 behind this. Pardon watching. He's aging with the scout, and all of a sudden, this mass that I thought would stay back uh, and not try not to die behind the age is sieging a town center. This is a pretty decent mass of pikes that we got here,
Oh, he's gonna get the Vil
and
picks now.
these vills are just gonna go down, and this is a very dangerous play from Dunamai here, as these sours or these sepoys are desperately on their way back. Dunamai hits age 3 with the
They're so far. They're
scout,
so far back. He's got Hassau, but
and
I mean
that's
this is.
it. Just like that,
Oh, well,
Dunamai
that's a bit of a bummer.
sweeps Vindian with a simple pike crossbow push. That is awfully unexpected, Platypus.
It is absolutely unexpected. I don't know. I feel like Vindian's builds were just not as clean as they needed to be. Like in that one, I don't know what was going on there. Did he just refuse to Inca rush everyone to death? Because he sure had no problem dojoing that on me.
Yeah, so let's actually take our water a live look in. We're not sponsored by water or anything. It's just what I'm drinking at the moment. We're gonna hop over to the tournament chat and discuss with the players exactly how this game went.
Coin or wood?
This is our
So bad.
this is our water live look in. Again, not sponsored. It's just what I'm drinking right now. Um, Vindian, I had to say, both Platypus Slayer and I were at a loss as to what your strategy was going in and looking at this deck. I mean, obviously it was crafted for this tournament, but do you want to give us some insight as to what your thought was behind this?
Stupidity.
Yeah,
At least one of the I see I was so underprepared. The previous map should be this map, and I should be done with this one. I thought I will give it a second chance. I picked a wrong map in a previous game. I thought I would be getting at least one unit. I picked this map and I wanted to train natives. Okay, that's my strategy. But none of these two units cost wood. And I thought I would get at least one guy, maybe if not Habsburg, then that Brownsburg or whatever. I did not get used to these European natives. I did not really prepare well. So that's called stupidity. Expecting magic to happen when you are so underprepared and unprepared.
So
I have
Ah,
to.
man. I practiced on this one with India a while back, and every time I got a snowy map, and that map I was able to do okay, and I was able to train units, and I was doing good.
Dunamai, same question to you because we were shocked to see um, Seven Sheep and the Homestead Wagon come in for you. We thought maybe you were doing some kind of fast industrial, which obviously didn't end up happening. What walk us through your strategy behind this?
So Pyrenees is a livestock map. There's a lot of sheep in there, and I thought to myself like, well, I could always go for a bit of greed because I thought Vindian was going to go for the natives, but if I had the hypothesis that the native here costs a lot, like the bourbon, like 115 resource. It's huge, and I was like, so I have a bit of time. Maybe I can greed out, you know, a bit of sheep, even llamas on the side afterwards with the card. And the idea was really, um, I attacked really aggressively with Spain on the first game. I thought I could surprise him by going turtle with Spain, with a livestock boom and cross pike afterwards. So that was really the plan.
I was almost expecting to see maybe Chile or something out of you, because I do know you like the kind of faster, more off meta plays.
Well, I think this was off meta enough, but you can correct me if you want.
Uh, it's not very often that you see anybody turtle with Spain, seeing as they are typically a hyper aggressive civ. So well played to both
I do want to
Dunamai.
ask Vindian one question about the, if you could do it again. I know you went for like a 10-10 as India. What was kind of your thought process behind that? And if you were to change something, would you stick with the 10-10 or would you try a different build, do you think?
No, 10-10 is okay, but this map is not good. It costs lots of wood, right? So I wanted natives which cost wood, but I did not get that. So I was unprepared. 10-10 was okay because he did not know where my Agra was, and he did not get. I got 8 sheep, and I don't think he got more than 8 sheep. If you,
I
how
got
many
two.
did you get?
It was really well scouted, and you stole the
Yeah,
treasure. I
see,
was really on
so
the back foot.
so I thought I was doing good, but my unpreparedness caught up to me really fast. I what I would have done is not play this save, and until Dunamai said this has livestock in it, I did not even realize that it has. So it was that, man. It was that. I should have played some other saves maybe, not this map at all. I did not want to be in a position of choosing maps. I thought only first map was Baja. I would win that, but the foolishness caught up to me. And the second map, I thought I was picking this map, but I picked a different map. So my ignorance caught up to me, and here it's stupidity. So you
To be
know,
So
fair, I think that you could have won the first two games. It was really, really close.
yes, yes, yeah, well
And
played, Donamai. Donamai, you know
and
what? Those cross bikes and pike, right? If I had done something else, I would have just gone for fortress or something. I can handle infantry really well, but India
yeah,
do not have falconets, so these two are
well,
not the civs that should be.
a fast fortress into Urumi. The Urumi clean all this army
Yeah,
pretty
clean
easily.
up with Taj Mahal surround or things like that, right? But it never got to that.
I mean,
So
what?
even sepoys actually are incredibly hard to kill with crossbow because they just have such an HP pool that if you get enough sepoy, they'll march right down crossbow. Although of course
at
he had a
least I
huge
could
map
have
by
got
then.
Gurkha at least, right? Gurkhas
Yeah.
outrange them, and I built Agra, and I spent units on coin and food, and I did not even train a single Gurkha. You see how unprepared that is. There
Well,
is
I
no
think
muscle memory
that
there.
was our water live look in, not sponsored. Uh, thank you guys both for watching. I will dip back out and leave you to your devices. Let's see here. I'm looking at the bracket right now. Dunamai advances to the semifinals to face my co-host, Platypus Slayer. Vindian drops to the losers bracket in this double elimination tournament and will face the winner of Tio and Pete. Again, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Do all the things, like, comment, subscribe. Helps us out. You know the drill. I won't tell you again. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.